Ici Warsaw Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de NBA de Kevin 6 sur PS5. Alors est-ce que je suis en direct? Oui, je suis en direct, magnifique. C'est parti.
He about to tear the roof off.
Don't miss out on next fan giveaway. And Hornets fans, if you are
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome fans to the postseason of the... A look at Chicago. They've been dominant so far in this series, and they can, as we know, complete a sweep tonight with a win.
In the middle of the playoffs, that is huge. They could buy themselves lots of extra rest with a win. That has to be in the back of their mind as they try to close this one out.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. You've got Morant. Siakam is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Fisher. And it's Young in at point guard.
But it's great seeing ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
They grab their own miss, and Gafford throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Miller, the pass the ball. Crafty move, and the rejection by Gafford. Duncan with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Young dishes to Fisher. The kick out to Young. Bulls moving the ball around. Siakam passes to MP. Carries it from three-point range. MP's got 6.
And the offense, I mean, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
Takes a step back. Here's Ball. On the wing, Duncan. Shot clock at 5. From 10 feet out. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. He has 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Back to Ball. Front past the arc. Fisher grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And really deep three that time.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He contributed 62 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
He was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. MP really making a difference here.
He's killing it.
Three from On the inbound, it falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Clock at 6. Here's Wolf. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. We've got Johnson, MP out there with Traore. Then there's Hardy, and it's George in at the 4 spot. Pass to Wolf. Goodrich with it. George picks him up, shoots it, and it's Goodrich missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Young, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Porzingis with a screen on MP. Here's Parks. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Parks has got his first 2 points.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
MP outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Parks. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Traore. And a wide open look for MP. Drains it from beyond the arc. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Parks. That 3 off the mark.
Trying to match threes, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
MP's shot is good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Bull. He's checked in for Chicago. John Morant comes in for Traore. Here's Howell. Still without a basket. Back to Duncan to stop the run. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Pass to Bull. Back to Young. Launches from deep. Duncan grabs the rebound. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Ball against MP. And Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, T.A. He really does put pressure on us.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Miller outside. Back to Ball. Takes a 3. And Ball pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Pass to Howell. Miller surveying the floor. Here's Duncan. Unloads from 9, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Duncan's got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart. Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Young from outside, and again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Outside, Ball. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. This has been a remarkable... game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for...
It ain't rocket science. Go out and guard someone. Stop leaving your guys open.
Yeah, once those threes start to pile... And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin...
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Now, there with Duncan. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Ball. Fisher grabs the board.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Ball kicks to Miller. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Howell. Now here's Ball. Here's Ostrovsky, and that one hits back iron. Morant outside. The 3 from MP. And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
From deep. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Another 3 for Chicago.
He's been incredible tonight. Seemingly scoring at will. Really powering his team forward.
Duncan against Fisher. There's Ball with the 3. Sinks the triple. Ball's got 9 points.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
It's Morant with the drop. Pass to MP. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And here we go, the Bulls fast break. The tray. Good, he hits again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And here is Ball. 9 points in the game so far. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The layup missed.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The 3 from MP. And the Bulls, another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need this. Ball with the bucket. He's got 11.
Salut. Salut. Ça va toi? Cool. Je vais te croire. Normal, ouais. Toi?
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for ball, but he takes a nice smooth shot that time.
And a deep three from Young. And the Bulls, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Miller outside. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And, you know, for Miller, his passing is probably the most valuable and overlooked part of his game.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Bulls. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
Ball kicks to Miller. Pass to Duncan. Over Fisher. Duncan can't hit. For Chicago, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. A nice shot by MP.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Ball no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Fisher outside. Young from outside. Another three for Chicago.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Hornets miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Ball no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And so it's Chicago, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific.
Non, je joue contre moi-même dans la carrière. Ouais, je peux apprendre pas ça, donc en attendant, j'étais en match carrière. Ouais, là, j'ai fini, là. Ouais. Allez, je vais en ligne. Et je t'attends. Donc avant, j'ai... Ouais. Cool. On avait dit, je crois, chacun son tour. mais qu'on ne perdait pas. Et moi, je dois... Ouais. 5. Ouais, 5. Il me reste 55 points requis pour le prochain niveau. Là, c'est en train de chercher. Ouais. Là, j'ai pas vraiment de calepin, mais je peux m'écrire quelque part. De toute façon, là, je suis en live, donc là, j'étais donc en direct. Là, c'est en train de chercher un match, là. Alors, c'était Lakers, là. La dernière équipe que j'ai utilisée. Là, c'est bon, je le requis 2. Et c'est toi. Donc, ouais, c'était les Lakers. Donc, maintenant, la prochaine équipe, c'est Dallas Maverick. Non, parce que c'est pas grillé. Non, c'est ce que j'ai utilisé, ce que j'ai joué aujourd'hui. Je sais, mais là... Ah non, mais là, l'équipe 3, j'ai tout fait, ça c'est sûr. Et l'équipe 1, j'en ai... Et l'équipe 1, non plus, j'ai pas utilisé encore. Non, pas encore. Je suis en train de faire l'équipe 1, après je ferai l'équipe 2. Là, je peux me l'écrire sur...
It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie Laporte, on the sidelines as well. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Pass to Christie. A fadeaway. Thompson with the rebound.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Right side Davis. Lays it up off the glass.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Here's Christie. And the 3 off target. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Davis with it. Picked up by Thompson. Russell. That one's in. His first shot this game.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. And it's good for 2. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Yeah, mistakes like that have been the story of the game. They lack cohesion offensively.
Fires the 3. That doesn't go either for Davis. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Here's Christie. A three-pointer off the mark. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. They get it back. Russell. It's another look. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Guys, they've been getting it done at both ends during this run.
Yeah, really tough to say where they've been better. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Down low. Here's Flagg. Takes it off the glass. Flagg's got 5.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
And it's Russell missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. Lets it go with the 3. A putback. Here's Davis. And Thompson sends it back. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Christie. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Kansas City trails by 17. Out to Thompson. And stolen by Russell. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Pushing it up. And Thompson sends it back. They retain possession. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Flagg. Out to Russell. Lets the 3 fly. Knight grabs the board. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team, but things changed. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Guys?
Winning shirt.
Et c'est moi qui dois faire oui, oui. Donc là, j'ai 6 points. Je lance aussi. Je cherche de match. Donc la prochaine équipe, c'est Denver. Pour l'équipe 1, on verra. Je sais pas combien il y a d'équipe 1 pour contre. Là, je suis à Denver, là. Et je les ai fait dans l'ordre. Voilà. Et après, je ferai l'équipe 2. Et normalement, après, j'aurai le trophée. D'accord. On fera les 12.
glad to have you on board for some hoops. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Here we go. And it's going to be the Nuggets off the tip. Pass to Jokic. Back to Gordon. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Clark, two defensive-focused teams squaring up here. Every bucket will be hard-earned tonight.
Yeah, everything's going to be contested, B.A. There's going to be saran-wrap defense played by both of these teams.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
Curry's shot is off. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 4-point game. And that one drops.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
4-3. Curry with another miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt. And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Jokic gets the bucket.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum. Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going. And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Curry, and the Warriors miss again.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time. Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range. And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now. If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list. Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Fires away from way outside. It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Pajemski. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Inside. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished. And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Warriors trail by 16. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play, the next shot, and your results, they'll be the results. BA, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Curry. Denver getting their last shot to go. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter of the game. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant. Oh.
Donc la prochaine équipe, on va voir qui c'est après Denver. Et j'ai lancé aussi. Je sais pas pourquoi il n'est pas parti, mais maintenant c'est lui. Alors la prochaine équipe c'est les Rockets, ouais. Ouais, Rockets. Ouais. C'est cool. On verra comment ça va se passer la prochaine saison. On verra bien. Parce que...
Thanks for tuning in to NBA action with us. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Curry from deep three-point land. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
The three from Thompson. Pajimski grabs the board. Golden State with the ball. Thompson pulls it in.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
The shot by Pajimski, no good. It's tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Oh, hammer it home!
Nice.
Kevin Durant.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
From behind the arc. Kuminga pulls it in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Pass to Smith. Back to Okogie. Puts up a three. Sinks the tray. Okogie's got 5 points.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
It's hauled in by Houston. The three from Thompson. Kuminga pulls it in. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Smith. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Eason, good.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Now here's Durant. Still no points. There's the triple. Hauled in by Curry. Warriors trail by 14. Fires away from way outside. Smith with the rebound. It's stolen away. .114 left in the first quarter of the game. Curry's shot is off. Pass to Şengün. Smith outside. From the arc. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Fires from way outside. Unable to get that one.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
It's offline from half court. The Rockets lead by 17 to the middle. Here's Şengün. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Sangoon's got 6.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big...
Et ça lance. Ouais. Ah, Rocket, il ne s'est pas couché. Oui, je sais, mais il s'est pas effacé, il s'est pas grillé en tout cas. Ouais, c'est pour ça que moi j'ai écrit maintenant. Je suis en train d'écrire sur le live. Et après on verra ce que ça va donner. Et de toute façon, moi j'ai dit que moi j'ai tout filmé, donc si une fois il y a un oubli, ben, j'ai juste à vérifier avec qui j'avais joué. J'ai tout enregistré sur YouTube. Voilà. C'est parti.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForge reporting from the sideline. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now Campbell fires from way outside. Rebound by Wallace.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
Now, here's Brewer. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started. And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shots.
Now here's West. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's SGA. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And here's Richardson. George, left side. Oh, good on the triple. Minnesota off to a slow start. Still without a basket in the game. Richardson no luck. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple. Mitchell with it. Dort covering. And it's Mitchell missing.
Alors, où est-ce qu'on voit ça à la fin du match? Position du match, remplacement, ok. Alors, 3 points, A-, B-, A-, D, A+, A-, A+. Donc il y en a un qui est sur le banc. Ah d'accord, il n'y a personne en fait. Donc, tant pis.
And Holmgren has the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. From deep three-point territory. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Now, here's SGA. He has yet to score.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Here's Richardson. That one's off. Still out of sync. 1:12 left in the first quarter. With the teardrop, Dort misses. Timberwolves trail by 9. Fires from way outside. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. The open shot by SGA. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Minnesota with the ball. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So it's Minnesota now. 11-point game. Frank can't hit. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. Off target from the baseline. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Another miss by Minnesota. Takes it inside. He could go. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, real.
0.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Minnesota making a switch here.
Substitution.
The Thunder leading by 16. Here's Joe. Another shot. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, plenty of aggression from Caruso right there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That one misses for Caruso. Greg, you think about the value of those Sage. Good! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Timberwolves making a switch here. And it's Wiggins missing. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Williams. Still without a basket. Wallace right side. Three-pointer. Longley grabs the miss. Minnesota with the ball. From deep three-point territory. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder lead by 15. Here's Wallace. Up again. Tries again. His fifth miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. Now here's Longley. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Lets the three fly. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts. Fires from way outside. The shot no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that one's good. Wiggins. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
The deep three from Mitchell. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
From deep three-point territory.
And fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Mitchell is double. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. There's 1:54 left here in the second. That one goes. Count it.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Richardson with it. Still scoreless.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Bon, où c'est fait Oklahoma? Ben, j'attends. Ouais, je vois ça. nuit. Ouais. Là, t'as combien de fois? C'est pas vraiment non. Oui, je suis là. Oui, j'ai entendu. J'ai entendu. Allez, je lance. Je lance ou je lance pas? C'est bon. Joueur de requis, c'est bon. j'y compte pas. Ouais, Timberwolves. Notre adversaire a quitté la partie. Je fais recherche. Ça chopera. Tu me dis quand est-ce que je lance. C'est bon. Ouais. Donc là, les Timberwolves, c'est bon. Alors maintenant, je fais l'équipe 2. Je commence avec Philadelphie. Ouais, maintenant, niveau 2. Et je suis prêt.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And the shot goes. The battle under the rim could be spicy. These two teams don't back down, Legs.
You're going to see a lot of contact under the glass tonight. Two of the best rebounding teams in the league. There's no doubt this is going to be physical from the get-go.
Watch out for stray elbows. Now here's Potemski. And Watford pulls it down.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Here's Embiid. And he makes it on the layup.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Curry, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
Curry's shot is off. Now Philadelphia with it. It's been 8 unanswered for them. And here's Maxey outside. Here's Oubre. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Philadelphia leading by 10. Down low. And it's Maxey missing. Here's Green. Joel Embiid with the board. Oubre into the lane. And it's a big finish right on Draymond Green. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and Embiid is smart to keep his options open. No reason he has to complete every play.
Driving to the basket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Curry, no good. Here's Philadelphia. Good momentum, 14 straight now. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Now Embiid. Grimes into the lane. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Warriors trail by 16. It's stolen by McCain. Here's Bona. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Ça peut croire en lui. Hein. Alors, c'est fait Philadelphie. Là, j'ai 50, j'ai 9 points, il me reste 51. Ouais. Allez, je lance le match. Bon joueur de Rocky, c'est toi. Donc après Philadelphie, c'est Milwaukee. Les Bucks. Faites-moi honneur. Je sais pas, il faudra regarder. Alors, celui-là, il est prêt.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. Fires away from way outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. Here's Milwaukee. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters, and he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Now, here's Green. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Fires from way outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
If you're looking for ways to help your
On va regarder vite fait. Alors, toi, t'as 3 points, c'est le... Apparemment, 80... C'est le numéro combien, lui, le AJ Green, c'est le numéro 20.
Team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And it's Toronto's ball. 4-point game. Ingram with a deep three. Kept alive. Kicks it to Quickly. Fires away from way outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Quickly. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Outside, Green. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Fires from way outside. Not going to go that time. And so Trent will bring it up for the Bucks. Let's go with a three. And another three for Milwaukee.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back to you guys.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie. The quick look, no good that time. Raptors trail by 16. A minute 39 left in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Green for three. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Doubled by Turner. And it's Dick off the drive. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
On the wing, Green. Over Dick. The putback. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Green for three. Toronto grabs the miss. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. The Bucks leading by 17. Long range from the inbound. Fires it.
Fait exprès de marquer 2 points juste pour que je marque 3. Allez, Milwaukee c'est fait. Allez, j'ai lancé. Recherche de match. Je requis 2. C'est toi. Donc Celtic maintenant Boston. Ouais. On a fait cette équipe là pour l'instant. Pour ce soir.
Thanks for joining us on this 2K broadcast. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside.
Bon là, je mets sur pause et je... Alors B, plus, il y a des B là-dedans. Il y a un A. Bah, il y a du A. Ah bah le A c'est le numéro 11. Il y a un mois. Un mois c'est Gibois. Donc Pritchard, donc c'est le numéro 11. On va viser le numéro 11.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Over to the wing. Pritchard from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Jackson.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Three-pointer, Pritchard keeps it alive. Takes the three. Drops in the three.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from jump.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
And that one's good, McDaniel.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Fires from way outside. Mina pulls it in. And here's Brown for three. The rebound by Jackson. And here are the Knicks. The putback. Pass to Wilkins. Ball stolen. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Mina. And the layup is good off the glass.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Normalement, ouais, j'ai gagné, on va voir ça. Donc Boston, c'est fait. Et j'ai lancé, j'ai joué en ligne. Alors j'attends. Grand voyageur gagné un match avec les 30 équipes NBA, c'est ça ce que tu as fait. Gagner un match avec les 30 équipes de NBA, voilà ce que tu as fait avec les... Ouais. T'as eu un trophée là. Ah bah c'était ça alors. Allez, je vais faire jouer maintenant. C'est bon, ça cherche. Ouais, joueur 2, c'est bon, je t'ai trouvé. Donc après les Boston, c'est Memphis. Memphis, voilà. Allez, c'est parti.
We've got some great NBA basketball coming your way. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Jackson with it. Dunn in his pocket. Back to Morant. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. For three, Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test. If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And so it's Memphis with it. Outside Morant. Three-pointer. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the three.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Got to be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Kept alive. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for Phoenix. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the two things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Booker fires from way outside. That one's off. Still out of sync. Takes a three. Hits a three-pointer. Wells has got 5.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Booker. Fires away from way outside. The rebound by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. Three-pointer. Wells misses. They swipe it. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
Now here's Wells. Give him 8. The three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 13. Outside, Green. From deep three-point land. Memphis with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The putback. Here's Wells. Offensive rebound. And Landale gets it to go.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Booker puts up a deep three. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Grizzlies lead by 15. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, BA, a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
Outside O'Neal. Fires from way outside. Aldama grabs the board. And here's Memphis. And it's Williams off the drive. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. Looking for their first basket of the game. The half-court heave is off target. Aldama outside. To the middle. Lays it up and banks it in.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference. And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that. And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that. Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Fires away from way outside. He's off on that one. And so it's Memphis up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. A big difference in shooting percentages.
19.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
Jackson can't get it to go. Suns trail by 19. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Always.
Les Grizzlies, c'est fait. Alors, je lance le match. Donc après Memphis, il y a qui? Atlanta. Je vais essayer. Ouais. Non, moi je m'amuse, j'essaie. Parce que il y a d'autres jeux. Je m'intéresse pas au 100%. Ah, t'as quitté. Ben non, t'as quitté. Ben là, c'est... Moi, je suis là, moi. Attends, j'attends. Ben, je sais pas. Attends. Ah ouais, ils m'ont gagné, ils m'ont marqué avec Atlanta. Ok, ben Atlanta, c'est fait. Bah écoute, je lance le match. Hein. Non, je t'attends, justement, j'attends que tu me donnes le feu vert. Alors, joue en ligne, recherche de match. La Sacramento, les Kings. J'ai le 100%. GTA 5, j'ai pas le 100% de GTA 5. Mais les 100%, ça m'intéresse pas. Moi, je m'arrête au platine. Pour moi, c'est ça le 100%. Pour moi, le platine, ça me suffit. Si je dois réinstaller un jeu tout le temps pour les trophées.
It's a road game for the Kings, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Garland way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Here's Mobley after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
And it's Sabonis with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Mobley misses. Quick start for the Kings in this one. 6-point game. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable.
Garland way outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the jam by Levine.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Garland fires from way outside. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Schroeder. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And the Kings making a change here. The three from Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. There's Levine, and the layup's good off the glass.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Garland, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it, no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Back over to you, Kevin.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Garland from deep three-point land. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Fires from way outside. Here's Allen. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And how about the focus from Allen? Just powering through the physical defense and finding a way to score.
Ellis, that's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Kings leading now by 16. The shot by Monk is no good. And Allen launches it from deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
And Ball gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pitch, do you miss watching those grinded out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Charge in the corner. Rob. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball from deep three-point territory. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Charge attacking. Ellis wide open. Ball with the rebound.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
From the arc. Rebounded by Ellis. Kings leading now by 19. Into the lane. Good work there as it goes. Carter's got his first 2 points.
Big miscommunication.
Les Kings, c'était cloche 3. Donc après les Kings, il y a qui? Ok, donc il y a Orlando, ok. On avance bien. Ouais.
We are live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And that one is good from Suggs.
Oh, terrific move offensively from Suggs. He is locked in on that shot and finishes.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. It's been a quick start for Orlando. 6-point game. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Offline with his three. Mobley outside. Off target with his three. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Allen's shot is off. Here's the three. And it's Suggs missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now, Mobley, following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. And a wide open look for Payne. Connects from three-point range. Payne's got 6.
There's just no hesitation from three for Payne. He is trigger happy out there at all times.
Both teams will make substitutions. Garland, no good. On offense, here are the Magic. Right now, they're a 9-0 run. Launches it. Rebounded by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 9. And is out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mobley. So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
Garland with it. Picked up by Suggs. Garland, no good. Magic leading by 12. Payne for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. From past the arc, Mobley with the rebound. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Their offense is really clicking.
And yeah, I can see them adding even more points.
Payne for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Now here's Allen. Hasn't made one yet. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Magic leading by 15. In the corner, it's Payne. Itadze. Hunter grabs the miss. There's 37 seconds left in the first. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Pass to De Silva. The Magic again can't hit. And here is Mitchell. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And Orlando has possession. Here's Black. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. On the wing, Jones. Good on the three-point shot.
Excellent all-around performance.
Encore un deux, c'est fait. Ouais, j'ai lancé là. C'est bon. Et là, c'est Indiana.
We've got the Washington Wizards facing the Indiana Pacers. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Now here's Middleton, and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keeps approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Lets it go from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Washington again turning it over. On offense, here are the Pacers. It's a three-point game. From past the arc, C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Here's Nemhard. A shot's good on the assist by Siakam.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
McCollum, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside, Walker. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. The Pacers off to a quick start here. Pass to Jackson. Back to Nembhard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And here's Indiana. Back to Nesmith. Takes the three. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Jackson. Over McCollum. That's short off the rim.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Pacers leading by 7. Left side, Walker. Nembhard with it. Now defended by McCollum. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Washington again turning it over. Looking for their first basket. Going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. 1:52 left here in the opening quarter. There's Walker with the three. Rebounded by McCollum. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Indiana leading by 7. Jackson gets the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
That'll be a 5-second call. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Rebounded by McCollum. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. They'll get a nice little run going here.
Yeah, just making it look easy on the offensive end.
Outside Jackson. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And Brian Keeve wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Wizards trailed by 11. From deep three-point territory, Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. The drive by Jackson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Pacers leading by 15. Nembhard for 3. And Sard pulls it down. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Nembhard. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
McCollum, no good. And so it's Indiana out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some...
The Wizards, 0.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Pacers?
They've really been pushing their thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
No one near Shepard as he lets it go. No good from outside. Here's Champagnie. Rebounded by Jackson. Indiana leading by 17. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Launches from deep. And again, Washington, no good. To the inside. Jackson. Pass to Huff. For 3. It's good.
Alors, c'est fait. Bah, j'ai 23 points, il me reste 37 points. Donc là, je lance le match. Ouais. Non, il faut 60 points. 33. Alors, le prochain, c'est qui après? Donc, c'est Pélican. Ouais, il m'en reste 4. Ouais. Je vais essayer.
We've got some great NBA basketball coming your way. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And it's going to be New Orleans off the tip. On the wing, Jones. And the Pelicans get it back. Back to Bay. Sinks that one from the post.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. And Grant, one thing we know about these teams, they can both go deep into their bench. That's a luxury.
Yeah, a luxury indeed. And they don't have to worry as much about foul trouble or guys getting worn down. Credit to both front offices for building such complete rosters.
Here's Jones. Second chance effort. Rebounded by Green. Now here's Butler.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Regarde juste c'est qui tire. Un placement, donc c'est qui a des A+, ça ne croit pas. Il n'y a personne. Ah bah tant pis.
Yes. Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness. Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that. Not very good.
Rebounded by Green. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Jones. And finally, that one's good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Here's Butler. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Outside Pajemski. And Misi comes to help. And here's Green from the arc. Misi grabs the board. Here's New Orleans now. They've scored 10 straight. Fires from way outside. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. New Orleans leading by 10. Pass to Jones. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going. And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Spears. And there's the drive. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, good finish. Spears has some serious explosion to his game.
Curry from deep three-point land. No good on the quick 3. Out to the right wing. For 3, Fears. Kuminga pulls it in. Warriors trail by 14. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
No doubt. Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And the Warriors make some changes. Off the mark with a little step back Jay. And here are the Pelicans now. It's been 16 straight unanswered.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference. And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Spencer can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And after breaking out in his 3rd season and winning a title, Jordan Poole has struggled to recapture that high level. And last season, encouraging Grant.
C'est fait. Là, j'ai lancé et ça cherche. Apparemment, ça a trouvé, ouais, c'est bon. Là, je suis avec piston, Détroit. Détroit. Il me reste plus que 3, normalement. Ouais. Elle était prête. Ouais.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers playing here in Cleveland. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Along.
C'est qui tirera de 3 points. Il y a un moins avec Cunningham et Robinson. C'est tout.
Inside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Garland from deep three-point land. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball player.
Cunningham for three. Allen with the rebound. Garland with it. Now defended by Cunningham.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And again, Cunningham missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Garland, no good.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Mobley misses. Here's Thompson, and he lays it straight in.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Here's Garland. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Stolen by Thompson. Down low. Here's Robinson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Garland way outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now Allen following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Pistons leading by 8. Inside. Cunningham's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Cavaliers making a switch here. 1:05 left in the first quarter. The deep three from Mitchell. No good, unable to end this run.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Pistons leading by 12. To the inside. And Holland gets it to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's hauled in by Harris. As they've been difficult to stop lately.
Yeah, and this run could stretch out that lead even more.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Here's LeVert. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 18 feet out. Up again. And so is Detroit, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you guys.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Substitution. And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Nance with it. Scoreless thus far. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And Stewart gets it to go.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Now here's Wade. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Cavaliers making a change here.
Number 22, Larry Nance Jr.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Robinson down low. Good D by Wade. And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Thompson. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here is Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. Here's Duran. Cavaliers with the rebound. Now here's Wade. Nothing on the board. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Detroit with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Holland, no good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Duncan Robinson.
And just a step ahead of the D in possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Robinson on the wing. Stolen by Wade. Here's Tyson. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Now Robinson following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Duren wide open. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Now Mobley. No scoring in this one. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And here are the Pistons now. They've got a 10-0 run going. Cunningham's shot is off. And here is Garland. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Now here is Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. Pass to Duran. Excellent D there from Allen. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Pass to Duran. The kick out to Cunningham. And so it's the Detroit Pistons finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Pass to Duran. To the middle. Cunningham gets the bucket. And it's 6 points for Cade Cunningham.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
Et voilà. Je lance le match ou non? Je crois pas. Donc T3 c'est fait. Tu es là? Non. là j'ai 27 935. On va essayer avec eux. D'accord. je m'en doutais. Et voilà. Ça va vraiment hyper. Bon, maintenant. Très bien joué. Parfait. Parfait. Ça bouge. Et t'as gagné. Bien. Ça, qu'est-ce que tu veux? Parfait. C'est bien ça, j'ai niveau supérieur. Niveau 38. Attends. J'ai 10 000 en plus. Double des pièces pendant 120 minutes. 10 000 WC. Qui est bloqué. Et 000, c'est pas bloqué. Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à rester passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.